Hello and welcome back to Shadows 7. We're back with the Yogscast, and we're back with the Shadow of Israphel, except it's not Shadow of Israphel because it's just called How to Survive in Minecraft Let's Play Minecraft. We're many episodes away from the legend and the story, but this is all part of the greater web. It's all part of the same tapestry.
Yeah.
It's like poetry. It rhymes.
It's a beautiful
Gina,
world.
these are all my friends. You know all about us. It's all in the description. Wirt is not here. There's a doggy, and Wirt has to take care of it, and it might be beatboxing.
It might even be a whoopee.
Podcast.
We've been know how to podcast. Beatboxing Gidgy. Huh?
She's a beatboxing Gidgy. Alright, let's get
That's so true.
Okay, episode 12.
Episode 12. Part 12,
tracks.
Hitting Bedrock. Now, this one has 3.7 million views, still falling. Falling from the high of the Yog Cave, which was like 4.5.
I can understand why it's falling for like the next few episodes.
Their first word in the episode is oi. And and that's my very first note, is just oi.
Oi.
I like the description that says, William Riker and his dwarvish buddy discover iron, gold, redstone, and zombies. I just like that. William Riker and his dwarvish buddy.
That's
Lewis is
good.
RPing as William Riker. So, funnily enough, guys, I say low expectations going in because it's going to be a mining episode.
I have so many things to say. I have 4 whole notes.
Wow!
We, of course, open on a dark screen,
With
digging.
no torches.
And there's Simon, there's Iron, and Lewis, like, they're digging parallel. That's where we left off. They're like, let's both dig down in this staircase and see who hits something first. And Lewis saw some iron, so he dug into Simon's space, and he, like, looked up at him and said, oh, hello.
Puts up a dirt privacy fence.
And Simon says, and you wall me in like the bloody cask of Amontillado.
But he didn't pronounce it like that, because I had to double take, because I thought he said the cask of Mar-a-Lago. I was like, no.
Mar-a-Lago. That's what it's called now.
Then Lewis gets a notification on Facebook.
I thought, right, that's
it.
Oh, Gina,
not...
you beat me to note 2.
Milnak, let's experiment. Milnak, you read all your notes first.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just taking the piss.
No, I want to hear. Let's see this. Let's just get a forecast.
My first note was specifically, I like the cask of Amontillado reference Simon made. So I was like, oh, that's funny. I love when you get buried by rocks. But my second note was message noise. Scary. Exclamation marks times
Scary.
I was
11?
scared.
11 exclamation marks. I was really scared.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, pretty frightened. Then I feel like every other note I have is just something we'll touch on. So you know what? I'm just going to go like, note moment. When I hear something someone's done.
Okay, alright. Yeah, I'm sure we have a lot of similar things on this episode with their mining.
Oh, yeah.
Let's all note that Lewis said that mining was very boring and he cut it out. So maybe he was onto something.
Yeah, he is on
But
something.
they've cut out a lot. Later we'll realize that they cut out a shit ton. They look up. They're at Bedrock. They hit Bedrock. The episode's called fucking Hitting Bedrock, and they hit Bedrock within the first 60 seconds of the episode. And you look up to see, holy shit, they cut out a lot of mining. They just went all the way down here.
Which, thank God, I would not want
I
to
guess,
ever
yeah.
do that.
Must not have had any funny moments. I like how he informs Simon that there's... Okay, he tells Simon, you know, Facebook is a new notif sound. And Simon's like, he's about to inquire and have like a fucking conversation with the Facebook notif sound. When he's like, oh, there's Bedrock here.
It's like, oh, thank God, there's Bedrock.
Lewis asks what it is, and Simon does the Flintstones theme, which I remember vividly from my childhood. I remember him doing that. Anytime I thought about Bedrock, I would think about that. Simon explains, Bedrock, it can't be dug, and that this is the limit of how deep they can go. If you dig too much deeper, you basically fall through the world. which is true.
It is
Though
very true.
I don't know how people did that in Alpha, or if there's like maybe sometimes there would just be a hole in Bedrock and you would fall in and die and lose everything.
Was creative mode? Because
No,
I guess maybe he knows it from like pre-alpha, like Minecraft, where you were just walking around instant breaking blocks and stuff, like the old creative mode. Maybe that's how people would have done that.
Yeah, because I know that I would do that every so often on Pocket Edition.
For fun.
More fun.
So now they're left, they've hit the bottom, so they have to figure out which way to go from there. Simon is surprised they didn't come across any caverns at all. And that's when you look and see the vast devastation they have wrought on the stone above them. They've gone so far down. Lewis has, they've gone so far down, they've cut so much that there's a furnace in the middle of the staircase now. Like, halfway up the staircase. Lewis has some iron smelting in the staircase.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I vividly remember that. This episode must have been a hit.
It's at this point in the episode where it gets, scary quiet.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds like they had to...
Right. Lewis is crafting in complete silence. Like, eerily complete silence. Almost feels like the audio track was muted.
Yeah.
What were they saying?
Wonder what they had to mute unless they were just not talking.
And the comments, I went to the comments afterwards, everyone saying most silent Yogscast moment in history. It's so quiet. It's just let's just simulate what it was like.
Furnace.
It was like that. It was like for a solid 10 seconds or something. Just him fudding with items, and you can't hear anything. It's like, what the fuck is happening?
I should have broken it with a zombie sound, actually. Now that I think about it.
I'd like to note this is note 3. Thank you.
Hell yeah. Okay. He has an iron spade and a sword. That was what he was making. He got the iron from his chest, and he made some tools. Lewis questions Simon, who's now digging a strange pattern. He digs one way, curves around, snakes around. He's trying to find the monsters by listening to them. The old thing of I fucking hear something and I'm digging around to try and find it. Classic.
It's at this point in my notes where that I wrote down, it's going to be so funny if the Bedrock thing is the only thing that happens in this episode. I want to have that note hanging in our minds for the entirety of episode 12.
A few other things happen, to be fair.
Yeah.
Lewis says you're bending my parallel shaft, and they don't make a joke about that, which kind of threw me off. And then when they mine into each other, because Simon is now mining towards Lewis's fucking hole, and Lewis is in his hole mining down or forward, both just come into each other and go, hello.
Hello. That is so cute.
Lewis places 3 torches on one block. Classic Lewis.
Yeah.
Then Lewis criticizes Simon for his torch placement because he put a torch on a block of coal, and he broke it without replacing it. Then Simon places a new torch, and Lewis places one directly next to it. A lot of people also note in the comments this is the beginning of Lewis's horrible torch placement.
Yeah.
He's just so wasteful. He's the worst. Then Simon has a gravel cave-in, and Lewis says if a zombie falls onto your head, I'm going to wet myself.
He talks about this twice, and I'm just like, stop.
Lewis is so scared.
He's scared.
He's so scared.
Maybe he needs to go to the fucking bathroom, considering how these guys just put their bodies at second priority compared to playing Minecraft. Oh, they're Sims. Their fucking Sims meters are all crazy low right now. They're using everything on playing Minecraft.
They have excitement and adventure, treasure, great justice.
Yeah, they're gonna search for treasure and great justice. Mining for coal, trying to find the freaks. They keep trying to find it. He finds some dirt underground, and he finds redstone, which I don't know what that is because he hasn't told me yet. It's got loads of it. Look, it's all red and lovely, Lewis says as he finds it, and of course, redstone, you get like a shit ton for every.
Shortly
thing.
before the redstone is found, there's like the zombie noises were so prominent in my left ear that as I was typing, I would like get the heebie-jeebies and accidentally like just typo everything, and I'm just like, no, come on,
Jump scare. Jump scare.
Jump scare.
jump scare, get scared.
Get scared.
He's still scared of monsters falling on his
He's
head. He's
so
still scared about that. Simon is exasperated at this point. It's so loud, but I can't bloody find him. Lewis breaks a block that has a torch on it. Noob! Noob! Noob!
Noob.
For shame. Simon's digging gravel, and it's become like an enormous vertical chamber full of gravel. Like the gravel, because it's all fallen and he's dug through it, he's now in kind of like a small cavern that used to be gravel.
Yeah,
And
the
he's
gravel
climbing up
pockets.
this mountain of gravel. Lewis explains that flint can be gotten from gravel to make flint and tinder. Thank you, tutorial man.
Yeah.
And says that's the other thing he had in his inventory. I assume he means that people were like, you're fucking cheating. You're building these things.
His inventory makes me so mad, but it's really egregious in the other episode
It's
that we're
not-
gonna watch today.
It's not his fault.
I
Simon
know,
died and he
that's
picked
the
up
worst
everything.
part.
Simon continues his monomaniacal search for the beasts that haunt them. Lewis says, I've got some redstone. Do we really need to do anything more? As though redstone is the be-all and end-all of Minecraft resources. He also has gold, which we also didn't get to see them discover.
Yeah.
Weird choice, I guess. But, you know, it was probably surrounded by a bunch of boring mining. So
Gold.
he asks if they can do stuff with that. Simon ignores him. He thinks there might be a dungeon or ore galore. Lewis starts hyperventilating. If you can hit bad guys underground, there's usually interesting shit around. Lewis accidentally sinks his pickaxe into the back of Simon's skull. He's on half a heart.
Owie.
Lewis hands him a meaty pork slice
Meaty
as
pork
an
Oh,
apology.
the meaty pork slice. And then
And then
slaps
And
him
then
with
Simon
it.
accidentally hits him back with the pork slice.
The meaty pork slice.
I
He
immediately...
accidentally hits him as he's eating it. And then
It's-
Lewis says, I almost weed when he fucking hit me.
I wrote at that point, Lewis, it's fine.
Lewis, stop! Bro,
I'm
I would
thinking-
go back in time and protect him.
The meaty pork slice slap is a clip that I not always think about, but every so often I think about fondly. It's the scene from the K-drama where the mom just like takes a big slab of kimchi and just slaps the guy across the face with it.
What?
I know what you mean. I've seen that before.
Yeah, I'll
Sounds
post it in the
wonderful.
group chat after the recording's over.
So then, it's very, very close to me. Very, very close.
A
Simon's
very,
like
very
having
close.
he's like going insane looking for monsters that don't exist.
A very, very scary monsterman.
A very scary Queeperman.
Quibbleman.
They find some gold, they keep digging, they're so close, and then they find it. The cavern. It opens above them.
Whoa.
Simon digs it out carelessly and gets attacked by a zombie and then dies for it. Lewis was saying the whole time that a zombie was going to fall on them, and he was right. And then Simon died. Simon should have heeded his friend's warning.
They were so
Lewis
loud,
says,
they're yelling right
goodness
before he
sake,
died.
man.
It's so scary.
And then, of course, Lewis picks up all of Simon's shit, which will come to haunt him later.
Yeah.
So now he's alone. There's a scary ceiling hole. Monsters are going to fall on him. It's his worst nightmare. And Simon has to walk all the way back from spawn because they don't have any beds, of course. They have no way of saying their spawn. So he spawns on the beach and has to run to the house every single fucking time.
Yeah.
Man, I feel like back in the day, you just kind of had to build your base on your spawn, kind of,
Yeah.
a little
Or
bit.
like make some sort of
They
like
have chosen
breadcrumb
not to.
trail.
Like, oh yeah, you know, you could, as long as there's, you know where you're going, but like, I feel like honestly, you would just build where you spawn so you don't have to faff with that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I really played. I don't actually remember. I might have been pre-bed. I might have been a pre-bed girl. I might have gotten into it before then. I don't remember.
I think I got into it right as the bed had just been added. I think that's when I started with Pocket Edition.
So Luz He's alone. Simon's gone. Luz is getting ready to press forth on his own. The weird tree tells me that I'm home, and not a second too soon, Lewis. Because he was racing against the dark. It was about to become night, and he got there. Then Luz says, "So, skeletal archer."
The weird tree that tells me I'm home is the one, like, really old tree meme with the old man face.
No, the fuck up. The wise-ass tree.
The wise-ass
Your ass
tree.
better not be a mysterious tree when I get home.
And he tells me that I'm home, not a second too soon.
Lewis says, "Fucking hell's bells."
I
And he
love that
mines
song.
some redstone while he's taking cover.
I love
Lewis
that
asks,
AC/DC
"What
song.
do you use redstone for?" And Simon says, "God, all sorts of things. It's like a sort of magic powder that you use to power things. There's all sorts of complicated, boring shit you can do with it."
Real.
I didn't know that clocks and compasses were in this build because they mentioned that at some point.
Oh, yeah, he says you can make watches and compasses. It's compasses the plural of compass. And Lewis says, "Compai."
Compai.
Then
And
they
in all
end the
caps-
episode on the cummer joke.
Yeah, in all caps, I have as my second to last note, "We are scientists. We come in pies."
And that's when I go, so, not a great deal of things.
No,
In that
My
episode.
very last note, what did I say? The only thing that happened was Bedrock. And
Okay,
maybe
so I was
redstone.
wrong, Ross, because I thought they found Obsidian this episode, and I was wrong. I thought, so you're right, not that fucking. Mill, what was your fourth note? I don't think you mentioned.
Oh, see, my fourth note sucks. My fourth notes are the old men long for mining coal, which is so mean because it's not even like they were that. God, how old were they when they made this? They're not old, right?
God, wouldn't it be fucked up if like we were older than them when they made this? I doubt
That'd be
it.
so
They're probably in
fucked
their
Sure they were in their
mid-20s.
30s.
The men of yore.
Yeah, I
Were they in
mean,
their 30s back then?
I
God.
think so.
I
That's
bet Simon
scary.
is like Simon's an old ass man now. He's got a big like graying beard. Lewis's hair is all gray. They've aged.
Simon Yogscast
Yeah, they kind of were
age.
adult like WoW gamer men even back then. So I guess it makes sense that they were like my dad's age. And yeah, and then everyone in the comments is talking about how insanely silent that one part was. This is like I thought my headphones broke. What the hell?
Okay,
Me
I found,
too.
Go.
I found
So
Simon's.
scary.
I found the year Simon was born, 1978. So minus
Okay.
2010.
Good for him.
No,
When's
I'm
his
trying to
birthday?
find. Yeah,
already be
1978
30.
minus 2010. Yeah, that's 32. He would have been 32 when this was
32,
recorded.
Lewis. 32. Well, but what day's his birthday on?
August
Are we too late?
something or other.
Are we too
Ah.
late?
I just want to wish him a happy birthday. Maybe if he was.
Okay, I was like, what? Are we too late?
You know, I'm wondering just when.
It's
whatever.
late.
Okay. So okay, we're back. With part 13, which
We're
is
so back.
fucking. Is it part 13? Part 13 is setting up the Obsidian Outpost. Which
For
is
some
a very
reason-
fancy sounding title.
For some
Wait!
reason, oh,
We're forgetting something
what
I
are we
because
think
there's
you-
a new segment now.
I think you are. Thank you.
Oh yeah,
There's
oh
a
my
new
God.
segment now
There's a
where
new segment on the
we
podcast.
were curious. We had some curiosity about like what the channel of the Yogscast actually looked like at this time.
Yeah.
It's one thing to watch all these videos completely removed of their original context, but like I was wondering, what did they upload like the day before this, or on the same day, or on the same week as this video? What were the Yogscast doing? I joked a lot about like people who liked WoW being mad at them for switching to Minecraft, but what were they truly like? What was their content? What was their audience?
Gina, I
And
think
for
that's
that-
such a fascinating question. I see, when I was stumbling my way to find episode 13 across the massive archives of the Yogscast library,
Yes.
I must have ended up in the wrong place. In fact, I seem to have learned something very interesting. In fact, Gina, I learned how to get power armor.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Did.
I would love to take this time to talk about my special section of related video that is not Minecraft.
Wow.
Yogscast. Fallout New Vegas 17. How to get power armor. Yeah, I skipped to 17.
Oh, well, I mean, you gotta know how to get power armor in Fallout New Vegas. What the hell?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, listen, this could be really useful in Minecraft. I don't know how much power armor is in Minecraft, but I'm sure they're about to get to it in Shadow of Israphel.
Yeah, probably. So. Yeah, I think that's what the Obsidian's for.
Yeah, exactly.
Obsidian Entertainment, am I right?
Okay, but
It's all
I simply must stress why I chose this video, because there's a very, very specific line that just hooks you right in.
Okay, late.
The video starts with Simon saying to something... I'm going to do my best to mimic his cadence. It's not that easy. Simon begins the episode off by saying, "So, Hannah, I was wondering, how do you get power armor in Fallout New Vegas?" It's really good.
Like a Borat voice?
Like he's shouting.
No, it's
over
not
a
even.
canyon.
It's just, Gina. It's just so. It's staggered for no reason.
Just stilted and weird. It's kind of, for the audience. Remember, they're tutorial. They make tutorials. So clearly, this is all connected.
I mean, this was a.
It's
This
like
was-
Blue's Clues. It's like a children's show.
Oh my god.
So, Hannah, how I was wondering.
You literally did it perfect, and I know for a fact you didn't watch this video.
Absolutely no. Only you found this on your way across the web space.
I mean, I don't know. Who knows? Is anyone here a huge Yogscast New Vegas fan, and am I just gonna be saying the same shit?
Fucking
I feel
never
like he's the
seen
only
any.
human being.
I'm a New Vegas
How many
guy,
views
but
did
I
the
was
video
never a
get? Did you
Yogscast
note
guy.
that down? How
Yeah.
many views did that video get, Milnak?
Oh my god, like 80,000 or... Oh, wait, never mind. Okay, it was like 300,000, so it's actually pretty good.
All right.
I mean,
okay.
It's not
Shadow
Minecraft
Isaac,
good,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's pretty good.
Not crazy fucking Shadow of Israphel levels, but it's not
People
bad.
want to know, and Milnak, can you tell us?
Oh.
Is there anything about this video that tells us how?
Well, here's the thing. I have a lot of notes, and I'm realizing that it might not be that fun for me just to, like, recap the entire episode. So how about I rally through my notes, give you some room to chip in on what you think based on my experience, and we sort of surmise how this is... the impact this episode has had on the channel as a whole.
Right, I think that sounds good. Just take us through the highlights.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I will just be rallying through this, but do feel free to stop me at any time. Especially because I feel like the third note is one we'll really want to talk about.
Okay.
Just in the beginning of the video, of course, first note is, "So Hannah, I was wondering, how do you get power armor in Fallout New Vegas?" Real Oblivion tier voice acting there.
Yeah.
I also note how Hannah does not, in fact, have encyclopedic knowledge of Fallout New Vegas, which, weird note for me to make, but on the other hand, it's like, it's kind of interesting. During this time, Fallout New Vegas, and I mean, still, it's not like Fallout New Vegas is one of those games everyone knows everything about, but they're trying to find the Brotherhood, and it's like, I haven't played Fallout New Vegas in years, and I knew they were in Hidden Valley, so I was just like, oh shit.
Well, how recent is Fallout New Vegas for them for this video? When was it uploaded?
Like, not at all. I mean, it was still new. I mean, it wasn't like a fresh release, but it was new. I think it was like a year after it released. I forget.
That doesn't seem possible because Fallout New Vegas was released in October 19th, 2010.
Yeah.
So, and we're in December 2010 in the Minecraft videos.
Oh, wait.
Or is it Fallout 3? Has it been Fallout 3 this whole time?
No, it says Fallout New Vegas. Admittedly, no, this is December 15th, 2010.
Oh.
Okay, so it's a couple months. So,
Couple months.
give them a break. Give them a break, Bill.
Again, I do. I am trying to give them a break. It's just, Grr, how dare they not know everything about Fallout New Vegas? I will be talking to their manager about this.
We have complained a lot about how they don't know anything about Minecraft.
And now I get the...
And Minecraft is only like a year old.
Anyways.
Still growing.
I think this note... If I say nothing else, I really want to leave off with this note because it's so bad. Arsler in the first 45 seconds.
Oh my god.
Good job,
oh.
team. That thing on
Yogscast Arsler. That's
our
the first
slur.
slur ever. Who said that shit?
Yeah.
Oh man, I
Who
actually
was
did
it?
not give credit. I think it might have been... Well, no, I don't want to like slander either. Well, I can slander them. That's.
This is a while ago. This is many
ago.
years
This is
ago.
over
The
14
statute
years
of
ago.
limitations has certainly expired.
I think it was Simon, which makes it. I mean, either of them saying any of them saying it is fucked up because I just associate them
I
with
don't
like.
remember that shit at all. You associate with the polite British boys from Minecraft who call each other friend.
Exactly, and I mean they drop a fuck here and there, but it's wild.
I super don't remember. I'm sure, at some point we're gonna have to run into something. I know we're gonna run into unsavory content in general in Shadow of Israphel at one point, very dated. We already have with the the Japanese racism about their language and manner of speech. But
Thank you, Simon.
that was also Simon. So just so we're clear, this 32-year-old man was a product of his time.
Yeah.
He was.
There was just no way for him to know any better. He probably should have, though.
You compare Simon back from the Wild West of the internet to the Simon now, and it's night and day, truly.
I don't know what Simon's doing or saying now. The last time I saw Simon Lane was in the MoonQuest 10 years later video when he was having a PTSD moment about the time that he exploded on the moon.
Oh my god.
He's like an old man. It's kind of it sounds incredible as an image. Sorry though, this is Fallout. How do we get power armor? What the hell?
Yeah. Here, yes, I should talk about how they get power armor, because the best part is they don't. A little bit of a spoiler, but despite this being a tutorial, they do not show you how to get power armor in this video.
I guess they would at least show you,
the steps.
Where the Brotherhood is. Make the path clear.
That's, okay, that's okay. This is very funny, because... Alright. Specifically, I have a few notes specifically on that, which is they really do spend a bit of time just moving around and going to... I forget if they go to the wrong bunker or if you have to go to one then the other, but they talk about, we went to the wrong bunker or something to the effect. One quote I really like from Lewis during this time is Hannah opens up a locked door and... Lewis, in pure befuddlement, goes, "Oh God, there was a mini nuke there? What? How are you fucking hell?" It's just...
What? What's he even trying to communicate there?
Exactly!
He goes through every emotion at once.
Oh,
he does!
He's mad that he didn't find it in his game, I guess?
I think that... Listen, it's either he's surprised that there was a mini nuke hidden in a crevice, or he was sad that he couldn't find it out, but he experienced every emotion, but ended up on betrayal.
He's disgusted by these horrible tools of war, just like he was when Simon told him that there was gunpowder in Minecraft.
Listen,
he's an aggressive peace activist, that Lewis.
This definitely might be the case, but I want to note that Simon and... No, we'll get to it. I'm sorry. I was about to skip ahead on my notes. But
shout out to Hannah too. Hannah being the one playing this, that's cool.
Hannah's wonderful. Yeah, no, I really... Unironically, I feel bad because I never really watched Hannah during the time I was really into the Yogscast. But now I'm going back to these videos and she's such a pleasure. She's just a really good Let's Player.
I remember Hannah from mod things. I remember Hannah from I think she did the Mo Creatures like horse showcase and like bred horses.
I think okay. I feel bad. I remember now. I think the reason why I never got into Hannah, she just only ever touched on the mods that very much so did not interest me. And
Aww.
I was never
Well,
a Mo's Creatures. I'm sorry.
Bro, I love Mo's Creatures. The werewolf. You're hurting me. Stop it.
Oh god.
Anyone?
I know. It's
No.
I
That's what they
just
do
couldn't
when you
get
kill
into
them.
it. I just couldn't.
I love. That's sorry. Okay, sorry.
It's
Shout out
so
to Hannah.
good.
Hannah's playing the game. Hannah's a gamer. Hannah knows where the mini nuke is, and Lewis didn't.
Oh, okay. Speaking of Hannah being... Listen, this is what I wanted to get to, which I forgot to, so I guess I'm backtracking a little bit. Lewis is just so mean to Hannah. Well, not really, but... Lewis is so mean to Hannah because he chooses the wrong bunker. And it's like, what the fuck? Listen, I have played Fallout New Vegas a ton of times, never beat it. Let's not talk about that, but...
yeah, same.
Never. Because it's like 4 bunkers. How the hell are you supposed to know the right one? I think there's graffiti or something, but like, I listen. I memorized Hidden Valley because it's a valley that's hidden. I don't remember what's the right bunker. And,
like, Lewis is, like, giving her shit about not knowing.
Yeah, which I feel like ties back into my whole comment on Hannah doesn't have encyclopedic knowledge of Fallout New Vegas, which, like, damn, you know?
It's 2 months. It's 2
months.
months. Well, he's just fucking mad he didn't know about the mini nuke. He's just trying to get some back.
Lewis was definitely... There was hatred in his heart. He needed somewhere to put it.
Damn.
Once
again, I say, why are you with that beast? He doesn't even know there was a mini nuke there.
He doesn't even know!
Man, like me!
He doesn't even know.
He
Doesn't even know.
Okay, this... I'm sorry. If there's more comments, feel free. I just don't want to take up the entire time of this episode with New Vegas.
Let's go. Let's run through it. Let's get through your notes.
There's a very wonderful Simon quote that's, stark contrast to the first 45 seconds.
Yeah.
It's... it is cheating, but fuck it. Sometimes you've just gotta cheat in these games if you get stuck on a piece of rubble. And I just like, every Bethesda game ever. Thank you, Simon, for speaking the truth.
Yeah, that's true, man. It's not. Listen, if it was cheating, why'd they put it in the game, huh? How about that?
Console commands are fair game, and anyone who says otherwise, loser.
Yeah, for real.
Why would they even? I love how they just like these games suck so much shit. We're just gonna put a dev console in the game so you can fix it yourself. Thanks, man. Thanks, dude.
That really
I
helps,
appreciate that.
So okay, I'm going on a tangent, so someone needs to shut me up. But is it okay? What the hell is Skyrim in space called? Does that have a console?
Starfield.
Does Starfield have a console? Surely, it must.
Oh well, yeah, I imagine.
That's good.
How could they not?
It wouldn't be a Bethesda game. You wouldn't be able to beat it.
Yeah.
True.
No, there's just so many times I had to use console commands to beat a Bethesda game that Simon really just spoke to my heart there. Speaking of Simon speaking to my heart, ad verbatim, I wrote down, Simon suggests murdering on the Brotherhood of Steel Paladins on the spot. So he's real for that.
I mean, hell, that's the one way to get power armor, I feel like.
Sure
Yeah, and
is.
this is actually why I had to pause, had to restrain myself, because this is like one of the best parts of the episode for me, which is there is very much so a not so heated argument over how to get power armor. Because Simon and Lewis are on the camp that if you kill them and you take them, you got power armor.
Mm-hmm.
Where Hannah is more so on the fact, well, just because you have it doesn't mean you can equip it. And you know what? Fuck it. No, I need to... Listen, Birch, Ross,
Yeah.
Gina,
Hi.
Mhm.
Who is in which camp? Who is in, if you have power armor, you got it? And who is in camp, you need to learn how to use power armor to get it? Did they complete their job as tutorials?
You gotta learn how to use.
Oh.
There's no point in having it if you can't even use it.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
it
Just
is
carrying
like,
around like 100,000 pounds.
I feel that as long as they showed you where to find the hidden valley, they have done like, okay, you can figure this out. Like, come on, they're gonna tell you how to get it from there. As long as you know where to get it, I don't think getting it should be that bad of a challenge. But
Yeah. Most, if not all, of my Fallout knowledge comes from my roommate who made me like. He didn't make me. I just kind of sat in there and watched him play it because I like the songs. For New Vegas 4 and for most of the Amazon series. First of all, the live action series is really good. It's really fun. But like all of that knowledge comes from that, and from that I would say it would be best to wait until you know how to use it before getting it, so that
then you kill them to get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
So
way you've
it
gained their
sounds
trust.
like it sounds like a majority of this podcast is Team Hannah, right? You got to learn how to use power armor.
Like it doesn't. If you can't use it, it's fucking worthless.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I'm also on Team Hannah, so that makes it 5-2. Get fucked, Lewis and Simon.
Get fucked, Lewis and Simon. Go back to your baby game. And go play around with the rocks and
Go
dirt.
play with your
Go back.
dirt cubes.
Go back to Minecraft. We'll be back in New
Go
Vegas
back to
before
your
you
dirt
know it.
cubes.
Like in a Viva Las Vegas.
Okay. All right. I feel like now I have to provide some context because this just will not make any fucking sense if like. So the Brotherhood of Steel initiation quest, you give up your gear. They put one of the collars on you, and you're tasked with removing an NCR. The military guys.
Yeah.
But not these military guys. Different entity military guys.
That's right.
From Hidden Valley. Just to have that context.
Yeah.
Simon gives this wonderful quote when Hannah's off on her way to meet with the ranger. Hannah's got really high speech, so she'll probably say, do you mind leaving? And he'll go, oh, alright then. And that'll be it. That'll be the end of the quest. Hannah gets 500 EXP. She dings another level.
True. True.
It's just, listen, I love the Yogscast. Like, okay. I love the Yogscast Minecraft series. It's what I fell in love with. But holy shit, they got this RPG shit down on lock.
Yep.
I think I might have seen some Fallout 3. Maybe I was lying to myself. I think they might have played that one too.
I'm pretty sure they have. It sounds right.
I feel like I remember clicking on some video and people going, man, it's sad they never finished this series, so looks like the Yogscast just can't finish the job, no matter what game it is.
God, I'm so glad to get back to talking of Shadow of Israphel. Anyways.
What's your closing remark on this? What does this all mean? Any more notes?
I actually... Here, let me rally through the rest of these notes because a lot of this is more so just stuff I like than anything actually substantial. One thing interesting is the comments told them to pronounce Edie, the lovable companion from Lonesome Road, as Eddie, and go fuck yourself, Yogscast fandom, and that. What? You don't call it Eddie. It's Edie. Even listen, Hannah says, play the fucking game and listen to what they say, and like. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you. We need someone to be sensible. Again, by the way, feel free to interrupt me. Otherwise, I'm just going to rally through. Hannah does this really funny thing where makes a quick save. Ends up talking to the NCR ranger. Goes like, "Oh, hold on. There's actually the Brotherhood of Steel here." Ends up killing killing all of the paladins sent after her with a chainsaw. And then all this time, Simon just says, like, I smell a quick load coming. I didn't have it ad verbatim, but I'm smelling a quick load coming in or something. It's wonderful. This entire exchange is like the big... Okay, there's a lot of things I liked about this episode, but this, by far, I feel like is the reason to watch it, because it's just such a wonderful discussion of the most menial bullshit. Simon goes, Hannah loves her pork and beans because she's picking up a lot of the canned pork and beans from a metal shelf. Hannah actually rebutes with, I don't like baked beans. IRL. There's a bit of a weird pause in between. I think she's mulling over like whether or not she wants to stay in character for this one. Decides, no, I should distinguish that I do indeed not actually like baked beans. And Simon instead is fights back with a, well, why are you eating them in a computer game all the bloody time then? And listen, I'm not done on this specific tangent of thought, but it's still... I noted this down as Simon and Hannah discuss the important things.
Nice.
This then leads to what might be my favorite Yogscast quote of all time. And I want... If you all have nothing to say on it, I would understand, but this will be my penultimate closing note, so I want some special focus placed on it. Simon says, I eat quite a bit of fish IRL, and I believe in computer games. You are what you eat. So I'm a giant fish. I'm not sure what the point I was getting. And Lewis just comes in with a, it's okay, friend.
It's okay.
Guys, it's okay. Guys,
This
it's
is
okay.
what the podcast is like. Weird Simon ranting in circles about being a fish, and
Lewis goes,
I guess we're all just sort of supporting each other. That's alright, friend.
It's just, if I wasn't able to communicate it with my acting, the vibe very much so is like Lewis calming down a confused beast, and it's
Yes,
it's so wonderful. For my actual closing notes, because I do appreciate the time we've had, but this is a Minecraft podcast, and we still have another episode to talk about.
Yeah.
If you believe us, we really we were only 30 minutes or maybe even 28 minutes in when we finished talking about the first episode. So this is very appreciated.
Wonderful. Hannah talked about, and this is I recommend people watch at least just the last part of this video. Hannah talked about how Boone didn't, because everyone here has played Fallout New Vegas. Everyone here knows what Boone is. Who Boone is?
Yeah, he's some guy. Yeah.
He's some guy. Hannah talks about how Boone doesn't get the explosive collar because she was his entry into the club. And I'm not even going to try and act it out because the entire exchange is just really cute and nice. And it just made me feel really happy because it's just people laughing over oh yeah, no, it's you're the person who gets the friend into the club. Yeah, Boone didn't need to suffer the torture because it's yeah, no, you're his in. And it's
I know someone,
yeah.
Guys, it's okay.
Again.
Guys, it's okay. Boone gets something nice in his life.
This video had some wonderful "guys, it's okay" moments, which really is quite distracting considering they speedrun the R-slur.
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's some wonderful moments and also a slur.
Oh,
But
yeah.
that's all I have to say. I might be very quiet on episode 13. I had a lot to say on this and a lot less to say on Minecraft.
I'm glad you got to spread your wings and fly and explore this different zone of the interweb.
Yeah.
Yogscast a lot more going on than Minecraft. I took a little peep at their uploads for going into 2011, and let me tell you, their output shifts a little bit once once the series really takes off. They start to sort of go, oh, okay, Minecraft, got it.
Yeah.
They have a lot of stuff that we could eventually talk about. I think it's interesting to learn a bit about Yogscast pre-Minecraft, or Yogscast like before they were like, oh, we're a Minecraft channel now.
Yeah.
Just playing game. Yeah, so, that's just a segment that has no name that we'll do weekly.
Yeah.
I don't know who'll do it next. All right, time for part 13, which is setting up the Obsidian Outpost. We're back where we left off.
For some reason, the annotations haven't been working for any other videos up until this one and the one that I pointed out last time. Weird.
So Lewis, alone, contemplates his life inside a cave.
Shit,
he's being shot at by skeletons. Simon's back, he's got a sword, he's ready for war. Simon baby talks the skeleton when he goes up. It's like Lewis is as being besieged by both sides of this cavern they found. Like, he goes down one, there's a skeleton, he backs up, tries to go the other way, there's a skeleton. There's actually 3 skeletons. There's so many skeletons around. It really might be a dungeon somewhere.
The way that he baby talks the skeletons made me kind of realize that that's how my partner sees me whenever I baby talk tarantulas, because he has a debilitating fear of spiders, and I'm just like, oh, look at the little fuzzy baby.
There he is. Oh, hello.
I wrote down, Lewis asks, do you have your iron sword? And Simon goes, he's a very demure, yes.
Yes.
Oh.
There's a shit ton of skeletons.
Bones.
There's so many more.
Skeletons.
For goodness sake, there's so many of these.
Skeleton.
And I know at this point that I very much remember the gameplay loop of clearing out a cave little by little, lighting it up as you go. Just killing monsters, torches, mine things.
Yeah.
I remember this gameplay loop. It's very satisfying. Simon scolds Lewis for not putting down enough torches. Then they enter a chamber with a waterfall and gravel, and they find it. The water, it's flowing downwards. It's flowing down to Obsidian on the lava. It is fused with the lava to create the magical stone.
Yeah.
Lewis goes, ha, but then goes, so what is it? Simon's like, obsidian! And Lewis goes, ha. What do you mean there's obsidian? What's that? What is that? Now, could you explain that to me? It's not that he doesn't know because he doesn't know yet. But it's just the fact that he celebrated, even though he didn't know what it was. He just assumed from Simon's tone of voice. He was just trying to be supportive. Simon calls it black stone and says it can only be mined with a diamond pick. Then Simon is going to make the lava a little bit safer with some dirt to make it so that they aren't going to fall in the lava. Lewis scoffs at the idea of dirt making lava safe because it's unrealistic. Lewis leaves while Simon's doing that, and Simon's insulted that he didn't stay to see him dam up the water and make a safe obsidian mining zone. Lewis goes, wow, very unauthentic.
Wow.
Lewis asks what they need it for and asks if they can make obsidian picks eventually. That'd be badass.
That would be cool.
Simon says he can make something much more interesting.
Yes, much more interesting.
And then he does a music sting, some sort of foreboding music sting.
Whoa.
I wonder what they're going to build with the obsidian.
Oh.
This is so frightening.
So they're at the lava level so they can find more diamonds. That's how it works. And I have it right here. I remember Millie Ramsey taught me that. That's a fucking Achievement Hunter reference that no one here will get.
No.
This guy, his kid told him that you can find diamonds by lava.
This has remained in my mind.
Why did you react to me?
Yes.
You didn't pop for me.
I'm sorry. I the name didn't. If you had said Achievement Hunter Diamonds Near Lava, it would have popped into my mind instantly.
It's just this guy is mad that his fucking child told him that, you can always find diamonds near lava. And every time they find it in a fucking Let's Play, he gets so mad. They always bring it up. Those fucking guys. /negative.
Yeah.
So he's trying to use the water to make more obsidian. Lewis doesn't understand that Simon's trying to purposefully flood it, so he blocks the lava. When Lewis learns that all you need to do is make the water touch lava to farm obsidian, he says, that looks easy. But Simon says, the problem is lava's very dangerous, Lewis. Very dangerous. He warns of the terrors that lava might be directly under obsidian and could destroy the obsidian as they mine it. Then he asks for some dirt. Bleh, when he drops it to him, we got a vast wealth of riches, Lewis says. So they decide to make a temporary base down there. The outpost. He says he's going to spade out some gravel, and Simon also notes that spade out is a weird term. And this is when his inventory woes come to the forefront of the video. His inventory is fucking crazy. So much cobblestone. Obviously, he has the stuff he mined and the stuff Simon mined. Simon made a cute little pool for the water to go into. Wow. Lewis somehow at this point doesn't know how to make a chest yet. Simon teach him.
Square of wood.
He makes two, but he doesn't stack them for some fucking reason. I'm pretty sure they stack. He does the same thing with a furnace later. He just assumes they can't stack.
I thought it was just because they just didn't.
I don't know. I'm not sure about that. I think they could. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's the right one.
A very small minor nitpick that I had was he had in order to clear out his shit for to make room for the other stuff he was making, he had a single block of cobblestone in his hotbar, and he throws out the 9 gravel that was on there instead of just the one that would have been a lot easier. I have a lot of very small, very stupid nitpicks like that in this episode, and they drove me up a wall.
It's just fumbling around. It's a comedy of errors, truly.
It really is.
So it's a very quiet, low-key episode, I note. They're just doing shit. The inventory management is so real and so painful. My inventory in the fucking Minecraft world is like this too. We have a source of fresh water, which is vitally important, Simon says as Lewis is going about his full inventory. He says that noise. He says he looted a lot of stone while he was digging. He ganked the stone and got some loot from it. At least he's now organizing it so beautifully. He eats bread. He's gonna make... And I say, God, this is so sleep-inducing. Relaxing, water-flowing sounds, C418 music, British men with bad microphone narrating their poor inventory management.
Yeah.
It's just the most sleepy time episode we've yet encountered.
The meat still doesn't stack or make eating sounds.
It's true. He makes 2 furnaces, still not stacking them. I swear to God they stack. So quiet, serene is what I say. Simon's trying to dig around more lava to find a greater chamber. Lewis asks if they should make sure nothing comes from behind, and Simon says, I'm sorry. That's a little cute joke. Simon tells him not to worry and have that bacon sandwich, eat his pork and his bread so that he could not die.
Pork sandwich.
Simon is carefully navigating lava. Lewis is backtracking. Paranoid Minecrafter, I note here. And now he's feeling more comfortable. He says that, and then he says, I might want to cover that dark, ominous passageway, though. We've returned fully to normal Minecraft gameplay in this episode. There's no interloper to be found in the caves. This is all just normal. Which is sad, because that's the whole interesting bit about this Let's Play. But if the ARG is all scary shit happening all the time, that lessens the impact. You gotta space things out, obviously.
You gotta have some normal moments.
He's trying to find diamond by digging around the lava, which is a technique still employed to this day. Will it spawn near lava? Is that just natural? Diamonds spawn low down, and lava spawns low down. That's Simon's explanation of how it works.
Yeah.
More beautiful music, still playing, searching for diamond. Okay, this is exciting, Lewis says, exactly like that. Simon breaks a block of stone, which makes the lava flow into it, and Lewis thinks that there's a hole that the lava is flowing into, and there might be a cavern underneath. This guy thinks that physics are real.
How dare he?
Can't believe this guy. Can't believe.
It doesn't come from anywhere, it's just sort of there. in reference to the lava, how, like, there's not, like, a spout or anything. It's just there.
Yeah.
Simon says, yeah, there's not an underground volcano or anything, because that's where lava comes from, volcanoes.
Yeah.
But it's magma when it's under the ground.
Oh, no. Simon?
No.
First the slurs, now this.
No,
Oh my god.
Simon, I could forgive the slurs, but...
But poor geology is absolutely fucking abysmal. So... Yeah, Lewis is completely overthinking it. He goes down there to try and dig for the cave, and Simon says, you realize you can just dig into lava, and then he digs into lava and runs away. Lewis, he begs him not to go down. He's so bashful, and like, listen, forget it. Just forget it. It was just a wild, foolish attempt to get redstone. That's all it was. And then the splash screen comes up as Simon clucks his tongue, strokes his beard, and calls Lewis a silly bugger. And that's the end of the episode.
Silly bugger is right, because a lot of my notes are just, like, very small nitpicks about, like, inventory management and coal distribution in furnaces. So that's why
Lewis,
I didn't talk
I
very
wish we
much
watched
in that
from
last
Simon's
bit.
point of view. Then we could have saw what's in that fucking hole.
Yeah. I
I hate coward POV.
I got so stupidly mad about it that one of my notes is literally just, this is the Turnip Angry episode. Turnip Anger episode.
So angry.
Turnip Angry compilation, real anger. I thought Turnip was really mad at Simon when he first said cuts the fucking cameras.
Cuts the fucking cameras.
Cuts the fucking audios.
That's what Lewis said, and I went upset.
Picks up my mic and shakes it around.
All right. Boring episodes, to be fair, is what I have written here.
Yeah.
Some nice nostalgic soundscapes, and, like, looking at it was nice, but we're
This
missing
was-
the strong suit, which was the random anomalous bullshit
We're
happening.
missing
This
them
was a good-
accidentally setting their house on fire.
I'm
Oh,
hoping
yeah.
that once we return to the surface, like, there's gonna be, like, a fucking... there's just gonna be the Amigra faults, like, holes carved into their mountain or something.
Yeah.
I want something crazy. I want a giant obelisk. That's what needs to happen to pick us back
Pretty
up.
sure the next
Yeah,
episode
yeah.
is also a mining episode.
Probably,
I think
because they gotta
that-
get that diamond and that obsidian.
I think that this was a good podcast episode to debut our new little segment, because otherwise
Very
it would have
good.
been so boring.
I hope everyone enjoyed hearing some
It's very
more
good.
historical information about the Yogscast.
It's very
Our
good.
audience, I know you
good
probably
job,
come here
Mel.
for the Shadow of Israphel information, but I hope you liked how to get power armor in Fallout
Yog
New Vegas as
historian.
well. Presented by Milnak.
Yeah.
Good job, Neil.
Thumbs up. Thank you.
Thumbs up
I mean, it
There
was
are a lot
honestly
of-
quite fun. I do want to see what another person picks for next week.
Oh yeah,
But I would-
we'll fix that.
Having said that, if no one calls dibs, I will happily do it again next week. This is very fun.
Yeah.
I might. I'm thinking about it, because my
Please do.
roommate is also a big Yog head, so I might get his insight
Yeah.
on some certain things.
But you have to go back before the videos we're watching. That's the rule, everyone. We're
will,
not allowed to
yeah.
watch videos from the future. I'm
Okay.
explaining to
Yeah.
the audience.
Yeah.
Just like we're trying to stay within the general time frame of like.
Yeah.
Then again, like
Yeah.
I was saying, like we should absolutely see what their first ever video was like someday. I think it might be a little painful to watch, but we watched like the
Yeah.
first 5 seconds of it, and we were like, "Oh man," because it was just so like Joker Man text Windows Movie Maker opening. they're just playing World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Definitely curious about the World of Warcraft era and I wonder what the comments on those videos are like these days.
Oh God.
Oh,
I wish they
man.
never watched that fucking Minecraft shit.
Oh,
I miss
man.
Zephos and Honeydew.
there's I actually did watch a video from around this time with my roommate, but I wouldn't be able to do it for this segment because I think that specific video came out in 2011, which I know that we're like at the point that we are in these videos, we're on the tail end of 2010, so be segueing into that segment anyway. But I think it was the one where they were camping, so it was like the middle of the like middle of
Camping in
2011.
real life?
Yeah, camping in real life.
Yeah.
That sounds vaguely familiar to me for some reason.
Yeah.
We gotta get to the video where Simon's playing Diablo on a boat and unmoors the boat and he loses connection and he throws him off the boat. Like that video.
I'd like to say, if I may just voice my personal opinion, I think it's totally fine if we find like some, maybe not post-Israphel stuff, but like, you know, I think it's totally fine if we end up talking about some content that is an Israphel parallel.
Yeah.
All right, well, after that smashing episode,
Yeah, this is a great episode, actually.
We've reached the end. We're going to be doing part 14 and 15 later, next week. And, yeah, stay frosty, Yogheads.
Add us all on Pick the Chat.
Add us all on Xbox Game Pad. We can play Minecraft Bedrock.
If you're
Please.
first, give me a yeah.
Hey, Fallout New Vegas. There's a mini nuke. There's a mini nuke in the safe.
In the Hidden Valley.
We're out of
Find it. You gotta find my mini nukes.